Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Razorbacks will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run the screen. And some room to work. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking for room. It's Washington. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The throw to the outside is complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's got him still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense. You've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Looking for a man. It's Green. Steps away. Fires downfield. The quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. It's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try to power their way ahead. They needed inches and got a lot more than that. They're set up with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying to get the edge on the right. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The The Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Complete to the left. Turning on the Jets. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, which you can tell, DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job, playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
They'll run the sneak for it.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside
The sneak scores it.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Wide open spaces. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that.
He's loose. They stripped it out. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and you just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumbling the first place.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Green. Fires to the tight end. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
The toss to the outside. Spins away from the defense. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And the offense continues to run the football. A 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air. It's Lindsey. Slings it. Or did he find a hole in the defense? All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Off-play action on first down. Looking left. Got his man downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the snap, it's Anthony. Here's some pressure. Caught close to the marker, it's Green. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Arkansas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Grab behind the line. It's Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against the guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Green. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Touchdown, Minnesota! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Troy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick toss to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Breaks the tackle.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll run it from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back.
It's a running room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's flat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this one.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job on this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Reads it, fires complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds Zach Freese, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Minnesota, 21.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the toss. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Back to throw, it's Green. Grab near the marker, it's Clapp. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Off the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Trying to escape and get it himself. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You have got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
The run from the shotgun. Hard running there.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Back to pass, it's Green. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Floating away. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Long way to go on 2nd and 9 from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires complete on the crosser. Good, solid tackle.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking to buy time. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
On 4th down, going to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. He'll work his way down to the 28. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling right and going deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there in this situation. You know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Got a wide-open receiver. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Quick pass on the jet motion. It's incomplete as the 2-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned about games of chance, there wasn't really a reason to try to do that, but this game is over. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending...